Harry, the very man.
Oh, great.
Not busy, are you?
No, never too busy for you, mate.
Well, I'm sorry to be a pain, but I was in the vicinity. I thought I'd pop round and see if there'd been any developments.
On what?
The recruitment campaign for your new eatery.
No, not yet.
So you've had no further thoughts about hiring my little girl, then?
No.
Because I'm not sure I did her justice the other day, you know.
Oh, you did. You definitely did.
Well, when I said that she could turn her hand to anything, I was serious, you know. I mean, not just waiting on tables. She can cook like a dream.
Straight up.
Oh, the galloping gourmet, isn't it? You should have seen the do she put on for my mum and dad's golden wedding. I'm telling you, her potato salad was...
Yeah, I get the picture. It was fantastic. So, you reckon she could do a buffet for the party now?
Caught in her sleep.
Tonight?
What's the occasion?
Well, it's a housewarming.
Very nice.
Oh, never mind that. Could she do it?
Oh, Emma's your girl.
Well, she wouldn't have to do much, really. No cooking and that. Just lay it out, make it look nice.
When and where?
5 brookside close in half an hour.
No bother. And if she's a hit?
Which she better that be.
You think about taking her on your new eatery?
Well, let's see what happens tonight, eh?
Emma. Hiya, darling.
So what do you want for your birthday tea? Big Macs all round?
Don't know.
Well, you've got to decide for yourself, you know.
Don't mind. Anything but pizza.
I told you to take the key.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's it going?
All right.
You dead then?
No, he's just nipped out.
Does he know you're on the evil weed?
He does actually, yeah.
Oh, Leo wanted to give you a knock. He's got an invite for you.
Do you want to come round to ours tonight for my birthday?
Yeah, sound. Happy birthday, Lee.
Time?
Got your mates round?
Nah, just some fellas my dad knows.
So is he due back in, is he?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I come in and wait? I'd like a quick word.
No? Come on.
Look, either smoke there or put it out.
All right. I'm in.
Right, gents?
Right. All right.
And I did it last night. It's a mess, isn't it?
I was just about to tidy up.
Is that yours, is it?
It's only Shandy.
Can I have a bit?
No, you can't. Hey, listen, don't mind us if you want to get back to your card school.
As if I'm playing.
So what you do while they're in there?
Sit in my room. What up to you? Dunno.
But you're standing back and okay.
Yeah. Sound, huh?
Home, sweet home.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Well, let's get up to the flat, eh? And I'll do you some scram.
Thanks.
You?
Hello, Mr. Crosby. Keeping well.
How the hell you have the effrontery to show your blasphemous face within a country mile of here, I can't imagine.
Oh, give it a rest, will you? He's just got out of hospital.
Day release from the psychiatric ward, is it?
No way.
Off to stock up on Semtex, are we?
For he shall return from the wilderness, and the ignorant shall pour scorn on his very footsteps.
All right, lads. I haven't missed much, have I?
Dad.
What?
Mick's here.
All right. Yeah, not bad. Hey, is this your lad? Yeah, it's Liam.
You don't want to switch them for us, our kid. So, what do we owe the pleasure?
Came out to see Gary, really. It's our Leo's birthday today, and
Right. Nice one.
well, he was hoping that Gary could come back to ours for his tea, like.
Well, I don't see why not.
It'll only be a burger and that, you know.
Well, that'll do him. We're into the old takeaways, aren't we, our kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, how do you know?
I'll just go and get my coat.
Do you want to go with Gary for a minute, son?
Yeah.
Listen, I know it's a mess, but we haven't got ourselves in the swing of things yet.
Well, I don't know. Lads next door seem happy enough.
Well, till I fleece them.
Gary had a cig on the go before. Said you okay then?
Yeah, that's right. Well, he's a big lad now, isn't he?
I thought I'd better check, like, just in case.
Yeah, well. Lads will be getting thirsty.
Does Carol know you let him smoke?
I don't know.
And drink?
I haven't the foggiest.
Do you think she'd be happy with the place in the state?
Will you tell me? You seem to know her a lot better than I do.
Look, I just don't want him.
What? Ending up like his old man?
Letting his mum down.
We getting off?
Yeah. Have a nice time, kid.
Ta. You Emma?
Yeah,
Give us a hand with this lot, will you?
nice to meet you and all. Hello.
Right, everything's laid out in the kitchen. Not much needs cooking, so just make it look nice, eh? Take these, will you?
Excuse me, Barry. Can I have a quick word?
As long as it is a quick one.
I think you ought to know that the previous incumbent of number 5 is at large again.
Eh?
Simon, son of God. He's back.
You what?
Holed up with his idolatrous chum Terry above the hairdressers.
In my flat?
Didn't think you'd be over-impressed.
Well, I'm not.
So, any ideas on a plan of action?
Too right. Give them to Penny, will you?
So what's up?
It's work.
Oh, aye.
Yeah. This shop steward likes a bugger, isn't it?
You don't need to tell me.
I haven't had a minute to myself all week.
No?
It's these bloody contracts. Everyone's still going mad over them.
And?
There's been talk of another walkout.
I thought that's what you were after.
I was, but I've been on to this fella on the National Exec Committee, and he said if I bring him out without a ballot, I've had it.
And what's that got to do with Eddie?
Go on.
They said they won't back us. We'll just get hung out to dry.
I could have told you that.
So, what do you reckon I should do?
Don't know. I'm just one of the plebs, mate.
You're the working class hero. You sort it out.
I wish I could. But I think half of them will walk out regardless of what I say.
You'll have to try and get him to go for the ballot.
They're not going to listen to me. I don't suppose you fancy having a word, do you?
No, he doesn't.
Ed?
You voted me out, mate. Not my problem.
Fair dues.
So, if you're finished, we've got a party to go to.
What's going on?
How do you mean?
Have you got that crack get hidden up there?
If you mean Simon, yeah.
In my gaff?
That's right.
After what he did?
He needs somewhere to stay.
That's because he blew the last place up, Terry.
Well, I'm paying the rent, so I'll decide who comes and goes.
Do you reckon?
It's got nothing to do with you.
I want him out.
The doctor says he needs rest and he's going to do it up there whether you like it or not.
Ter.
What?
Listen, if you get an hour off from your Florence Nightingale act, you know, I'm having a bit of housewarming.
So?
So you're invited.
I don't think so, somehow.
Which dress do you think I should wear tonight?
Oh, I'm sure you look lovely in either.
That's no answer.
Well, the blue one.
Oh, good. That's what I hoped you'd say.
Is this new?
Hmm.
It's very nice.
I'm glad you like it.
I do.
Ron,
Oh, hiya.
shouldn't you start getting ready for this do?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I am now.
Your daughter rang before.
Ah, Jackie. Where is she?
Still at Katie's mum's. They're staying on for a couple of days.
Ah, no. So I'll put up with the night of our Michael and his performing backside for nothing.
Wasn't as bad as that, was it?
Wasn't it? Look at the state of me, I'm half dead. Should hear the rubbish that lad talks in his sleep.
You're exaggerating.
You want to bet?
Well, you just have to get used to it.
Thing is, dear, I don't think I can. I'm just a little bit too long in the tooth for all this messing.
What are you saying?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, love, but maybe I'll be better off in a place of my own for the time being.
Why? You've got a perfectly good roof over your head here.
Hardly.
Well, moving out's just ridiculous.
Is it?
Yes. If you can't cope with all Michael's backside, what about our room?
Eh?
Well, there's 2 single beds. What about moving back in?
I don't know, Dee.
You know it makes sense.
Yeah, I know, but...
You don't have to decide now. Have a think about it. While you're making me a nice cup of tea.
I know I keep saying this, but it really doesn't matter.
Oh, please, Jean, spare me the platitudes.
Why don't you just hold me? There, you see? It's not all about bumping and grinding.
I'm sorry.
There is more to life than sex, you know.
I know. It's still important to me.
Well, it is to me, too. If a chapter of our relationship quietly closes, then so be it.
So you'd be quite happy if we never made love again, would you?
Oh, that's a bit dramatic.
That's what it boils down to.
Well, let's say it's not something I toss and turn thinking about.
Lucky you.
I probably worry more about the electricity bill or what to give Thomas for his birthday.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Yes. It's obvious, isn't it? You don't want me anymore.
Of course I want you. But I want your heart, not just your erogenous zone.
What about my needs?
Maybe it's about time your mind started listening to what your body's telling you.
Give up, you mean?
No, of course not. Be patient. Come on. Let's get dressed. We've got a party to go to.
Well, I must say, this all looks very good.
Hey, you, wait your tail.
Sorry.
Don't think much of the furniture.
No, me neither.
Right, is that all the scran out?
Yeah.
We can go on drinks duty now, all right?
Whatever.
And don't get too friendly with the guests, all right?
Please, yourself.
Hiya.
Come in.
Room for a gate crasher?
All right, Ron.
Yeah, there was.
Go on, when you go, Dee. Thanks very much.
I thought I'd pop round to see how the offspring was going. I hope you don't mind.
No, no problem at all. Go on, you make yourself at home.
Hello. Hi, Dean. David.
All right, Bing. It's a nice jacket, Ron. I had one just like that up to, what, a couple of years ago, was it?
Ron, good to see you. And if it's Wednesday, it must be Dee Dee, eh? Hey, nice duds. Fill your boots at the buffet, ladies and gents. Cordon bleu cuisine, that is.
So what do you think of the food?
Not bad.
Very good, I'd say.
She's got a bit of a gob on her, though, hasn't she?
She's done really well.
It's a pity that fella's the biggest knobhead that I've ever met in my life. Oh, what are you after?
Where's the toilet?
It's just through there.
Gemma gone to sleep?
No. As soon as she does, I'll sneak Leo out again. Promise to make her stay up late for his birthday.
Want me to clear it off?
No, you're all right. So have you had a good time?
Sound?
It's a bit boring for you, this, innit? Kids' parties. Now you're a boozer and a smoker.
As if.
It won't do your footy career any good, you know.
It was one ciggy and one can, that's all.
Do you reckon your mum would see it like that?
Dunno.
I'm not sure she would, you know.
Well, she's not here, is she?
No.
These in the bin.
Penny, how's life over the brush with the Scouts tycoon treating you then?
It's hardly life. We're just good friends.
I'm keeping my eye on the time, Max. When your hour's up, I want to see Patricia on that spot, glass in hand.
Don't worry, you will. Everything all right then?
Perfect, barring one thing. I wouldn't mind a guided tour of the place.
Oh, no problem. Pen?
Yeah?
Any chance of giving Jean a guided tour around the house?
Sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah? What now?
Please. I don't suppose we could have a nose and all, could we?
Don't see why not.
Come along, ladies.
Told you she could do the job.
Oh, yeah. She's a really happy-go-lucky girl, isn't she? Look, any chance of a smile?
This is Barry's room.
Barry's room, mate. Very cosy.
Interesting taste in nightwear.
Moving on swiftly.
Just good pals.
Terry,
Yeah?
will you do something for me?
What?
Go to the Devil's Party.
Hey?
Walk again on our blessed ground.
But why?
Because it's the Lord's will.
Oh, I don't know.
It'll make you stronger, I promise. And your strength is my strength.
I don't want to go anywhere near Barry.
Look the serpent in the eye and he'll recoil in fear. The forces of evil are cowardly.
Well, what do I do when I get there?
Just pray and feel the spirit move through you.
Here we are.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
So, how goes it then?
Oh, fair to middling.
Still having the odd problem. Downstairs.
Sorry?
The old love muscle's still letting the side down, is it?
Ron, I really try not to discuss it here if you don't mind.
Oh, right, sorry. So it's no better then?
No, I'm afraid not.
It's getting to you now, is it?
Well, let's just say that the long-term forecast promises spells of frustration followed by deep depression.
That bad, eh? And nothing you're doing is having any effect, like?
Wait, no.
Listen. Listen, mate, have you tried flicking through the odd mag?
There's no point, Ron. Just gotta face facts. I'm dead from the waist down.
You all right, love?
Fine.
Need a hand?
Dad, I'll do it myself, all right?
I'm sorry. Right, that's going to come out your wages now.
It's all yours. Good party.
Go and see for yourself.
I'll be back in an hour.
You take as long as you like. I'm going to spend some time with my daughter.
Uh-oh. Think I better get over there. Looks like things are going to get rather interesting.
Oh, Lord.
I've just scored the winning goal in the cup final. How is it my fault, Mama? And she says, well, you bloody brought us to my side.
Oh, my good God.
Excuse me.
Sorry. All right, sir. Made it, then, eh? Looks that way. Do you want a drink?
No, thanks.
Well, sorry the place is now you remember it.
Yeah, well, a bit of paint doesn't count for much. It's the spirit of the place that matters.
Where are you going?
Home.
No one said you could clock off.
Problem? I've had enough.
Of what?
Of him treating me like a servant.
Hey?
Do this, don't do that. What do you think I am?
A skivvy who I'm paying.
Keep your money.
Why don't we discuss this in the kitchen?
I've said my piece. I'm off.
Yeah, ta-da.
And by the way, You might think he's a knobhead, but he's my dad. Sorry, bye.
Yes, that's it. Jammy. 10-3's not jammy.
Yeah, I suppose not. State's a birthday boy there.
Must be knackered.
Me and all. Bloody hell, I didn't realise it was that late.
Yeah, I'd better get off.
Right, I'll leave you left home in the van.
You're all right. I'll walk.
Nah. Look, will your dad still be up when you get in?
He won't be in himself. Said he was going on to town.
All right, well, do you want to keep down here then?
Dunno.
Well, it's better than going home to an empty flat.
Do you think?
Yeah. Look, if there's any problem, just blame me.
Okay.
Right. Best out of 3 then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I'm sorry, mate. She can be a bit of a hothead at times. She gets it from her mother.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So you're really getting into the restaurant business then?
Listen, I'm just going to nip round the club and get us another crate of lager. All right, ladies?
Fine.
Yeah, it's quite exciting, actually. I'm very impressed with you.
Yeah, but what was...
See the local prophet's making an early exit.
Crack sod.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped raving about your menu ideas. Oh, that's the fun part. It's all the other stuff I'm lumbered with that's the problem. I mean, what do I know about advertising and promotion? I suppose you've got any tips, have you? Oh, it's all a question of checks and balances. The maximum publicity for the minimum cost. I've got 1,001 cheap stunts you could use if you're interested. Really? Yeah, just say the word. Well, why don't you come in on the deal? Make it a real family concern. Oh, I don't think so. No? No. I think my days as a PR mogul are over for the time being. That your final word? My daughter has the final word these days. Oh, well. Maybe next year. Yeah, maybe.
Where are you going? Visit your sick mate? What for? Take him a bunch of grapes, this week's woman's own. What do you think?
Why don't you just take your keys and go back to your party?
Not till I've had a word with the Messiah.
Just leave us alone, eh?
I want him out.
He's going nowhere. This is his own for as long as he needs it.
For God's sake, Teddy, can you?
Simon, what's going on?
It's okay.
Hey, what's the score?
Don't, mate. It's the police.
Hey?
I've been arrested.
What for?
Something to do with the explosion. About time, too.
Well, do you want me to come with you?
No, I'll be all right. But nothing. Look, just don't get involved. Bye, Si.
Tonight's Short Stories follows a woman in her 80s as she turns detective in a bid to track down the valuable porcelain antiques stolen from her home.
Si, you all right? Yeah. I was onto the busies all night. They wouldn't tell us nothing. Part for the course. Well, what happened? They charged me. What way? Causing an explosion, criminal damage, you name it. Oh, God. I was up in court this morning. You what? Well, why didn't you ring us? I didn't want to worry you. How come they've let you out? Got bail. Oh, well, that's something, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, come on, it's not over yet. No, you're right. Life's full of trials. This is just one more test of our faith. As long as I've got Jesus with me, I'll get through this. But I'm with you and all, you know, mate.
I know that, but this is one battle that I have to fight alone. I don't want you to get involved.
But I am.
Not as far as the police are concerned, so let's keep it that way, eh?
But
nothing. Now, if you want to be helpful, how about getting a brew on?
OK.
All right, Bing. They're getting a bit past it for hanging around street corners, aren't they?
Waiting for our coach to arrive, Ron. We're off to Blackpool today. Jean's latest slice of inspiration.
Hey, no copping off on the back seat now.
Some hopes.
Right, what can I do you for?
Couple of packets of barley sugars, please, Ron.
Barley sugars coming up. There you go. 94, please, Bing.
Right.
Did you enjoy the do last night?
Yes, very pleasant. And you?
Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it?
You and your Dee Dee seemed very content together.
I wouldn't go quite that far, Bing.
So, might a full-scale reconciliation be on the cards?
Oh, I don't know. See, I'm kipping with our Michael at the moment, but well, Dee Dee's asked me to move back in with her.
And you're considering it?
Yeah, but...
So what's stopping you?
Give you 3 guesses.
Beverly.
Got it in 1.
But I thought that was all...
All finished. It is, mate, but only because I blew it.
So you think about it, then?
Only every flaming day, mate. Still, had me chance, didn't I, eh? Suppose I should be thankful I've got a home to go to and a wife who still wants me.
But is that enough?
Well, it's a damn sight better than being stuck on me Todd, I can tell you.
The fair sex. Why do we need them?
True. Still, you don't hear all this rubbish, do you? I mean, you've got your own...
I've got my own domestic grief to worry about, yes. As if I needed reminding.
Sorry, mate.
No, don't be. No, I'm actually rather glad to have a chat about it, man to man.
Yeah, well, we aim to please.
Which is more than I'm capable of at the moment.
Come on, Bing. It could be worse, couldn't it? I mean, just look at the mess I'm in.
Frankly, Ron, any time you care to swap.
You're joking, aren't you?
Well, if the choice is between impotence and worrying about who to sleep with next...
Yeah, well, I suppose so.
Maybe the sight of Blackpool Tower thrusting up into the clouds might provide some sort of inspiration.
Hey, maybe you should grab yourself a granny up the Big Dipper while Jean's not watching that.
Don't think it hasn't crossed my mind.
Aye. Have you got your eye on someone?
No, not really. It's just that, having analysed the problem in question so much, it did occur to me on occasions that it might be a bit different.
In someone else's bed?
Well, you know, maybe, because, well, it might just be a problem with Jean.
Yeah, maybe. But, any bed in particular?
No, not exactly. Well, there is this woman from the club, Audrey Manners, and I've got rather friendly with her over the weeks, and, well, I did confide my situation to her.
And?
Well, I think she's taken a bit of a shine to me.
What makes you say that?
She did offer to help me out, in the biblical sense of the phrase.
You dirty old dog.
Well, nothing's happened.
No, but you fancied it, though, didn't you?
But more out of curiosity than
to see if you could still perform. Very risky, Bing. Very risky.
I know.
So is it still on?
No. Audrey and Jean have had a bit of a falling out, so I don't expect I'll be seeing her for a while.
Ah, well, it's probably for the best.
Yes.
Hey, take it from the expert, mate. Not worth the trouble.
I thought we came here to discuss hiring staff.
Yeah, well, we could if the Pied Piper's daughter hadn't cleared off before she cleared up.
Can you blame her?
Yeah.
After the way you spoke to her.
Well, listen, I'm the boss. I'm supposed to speak to her like that.
Well, I must say she did a very good job on the buffet.
Yeah. Nice pie. Shame about the personality.
Well, if and when we do get round to discussing staff, I was going to throw Emma's name into the hat.
You are joking, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I like her.
Well, she's just miserable, that's all.
You mean she stood up for herself?
No, I mean she's a miserable cow.
Well, she did very well at short notice.
Not you and all.
And when she did smile...
Oh, God almighty.
Well, at least consider it.
What, and having our fella sniffing around the restaurants every 5 minutes? Dream on.
I did have one rather less controversial candidate for the payroll in mind.
Oh, aye?
Patricia.
My Patricia?
Yes, didn't you mention it? I tried to persuade her to take on the publicity for the opening.
Now, that's more like it.
Well, it would be, but she turned me down.
Really?
So you think it's a good idea, then?
Yeah, I think it would make a hell of a difference.
I just think she's a bit worried about coping with Alice.
Oh, we'd manage. Listen, don't you worry, I'll work on it. You know, it'll do her the world of good.
Yeah, you do that.
What does it right time, please.
They're like a plague of locusts.
There are plenty of seats.
Is that the lot?
I think so.
Right. Blackpool or bust.
Thank you, driver.
Oh, I'm not too late, am I?
Audrey.
Major, Mrs. Crosby, I heard about your little excursion, and well, it's years since I've been to the seaside.
Well, it's £10 per person.
There are some places then.
One or two.
Thank goodness for that. I'll settle up with you later. Excuse me.
Sandwich.
Oh, wonders will never cease.
I'm not a completely heartless witch.
My favourite as well. Ham.
Just like Mama used to make.
Yeah, that's right.
And now you've got your bird doing them for you instead.
You what?
Well, isn't that what I am?
Well, you're hardly a bird, are you?
Not according to the people at the party last night.
Do you reckon?
Oh, without a doubt. Barry's bird. Maybe I should have it tattooed on my forehead or somewhere.
So it bothers you then?
What?
Being seen as my whatever.
Not when we're alone, but last night I just felt like an accessory, something to hang off your arm.
As if.
And to be honest, I didn't like it.
So what are you saying?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, I just wonder what it is you want. A friend, a housekeeper, a mother you can sleep with.
You what?
Sorry. I suppose I'm just worried about losing my identity, that's all.
So you're not happy then?
Yeah, I enjoy working with you. You're good fun. My sex life's certainly taken a turn for the better.
But?
Maybe it's just too much too soon. Maybe I should think about getting my own place again.
Oh.
I mean, nothing else has to change. It just gives us more room to manoeuvre, that's all.
Well, if that's what you want.
I think so.
Well, if this is the effect you making me Anne Butty's going to have on you, don't bother next time. I'll get it. Oh, God.
Barry.
Look, if you come round to tidy up, you're a bit late.
Could we have just 1 minute of your time?
You better come in.
Oh, hello.
Stay where you are, darling. This will only take a sec.
Honest?
Yes, because Emma's got something to say to you. Haven't you, Em?
I'm sorry.
Pardon? Didn't quite hear that.
Barry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit late now, isn't it?
No harm done, eh?
No, not much.
Still, the party went with a bang, didn't it?
Exactly, and the food was excellent. In fact, I think it's Barry who owes Emma the apology.
You what?
She did all the work, took all the flack.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Isn't there?
No, of course not. But seeing as you're obviously impressed with her, what about the restaurant job?
I've told you, Dad, I do not want to work for him.
Oh, you're just going to laze around the rest of your life then, eh?
No, but I...
Listen, I've told you the score. We haven't hired anyone yet. You might be all right putting a few water biscuits out, but you honestly think you could serve people day in and day out? Well, there you go. That's it then, isn't it?
Not quite. You haven't given Emma her wages yet.
You what, after that performance?
I don't want your money anyway.
For God's sake, love.
Barry.
What?
Cough up.
Any more of the barley sugars?
No, thank you.
Barley sugar? Barley sugar, anybody?
Thank you. Oh, it's your last one.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You're too kind. You didn't mind me turning up like that at the last minute, did you?
No, no, not at all.
And what about, Mrs. Crosby?
Oh, I'm sure she's more than happy.
Good.
Oh, maybe a candy floss or two together in Blackpool might help develop a new spirit of détente between the two of you.
Perhaps. But I'm not here to bury the hatchet with your wife.
No?
Of course not. I'm here for you, Major. No one else.
What are you doing round here? Excuse me. Thought you'd be tucked up in a nice little bunk in Risley by now. Well, I've got this funny thing. It's called bail. Oh, so they have charged you then? Yeah. Yeah, well, make sure you book me a seat at the trial, all right? Well, I'll see you there then. Yeah. Should get a nice little stretch, eh? If I'm found guilty. Good job I never threw in that kidnapping charge then, isn't it? Is it? Yeah. So why didn't you then? You know why I didn't? Didn't want Terry to get dragged into it, did I? Oh, because you've been such a good friend to him over the years. Yeah, we'll be well rid of you soon, all right? I wouldn't count on it. The solicitor said the trial won't be for months yet. Why don't you just do one then in the meantime? Why should I? I've got a rent-free flat, I've got Terry, and I've got my faith. I'll get through this trial, and even if I do go down, my brief reckons I'll be out again before you know it. I'm not disappearing anywhere, pal, and that's a promise.
All right. It's Gary here.
Yeah, I'll
Stayed the night, has he? I'm sorry about that. We got playing this daft footy game for ages and we didn't realise how late it was, so...
Yeah, well, when I saw his bed hadn't been slept in, I mean, I thought it was up the wall, wasn't I?
Yeah, well, I'd have rang, but you're not on the phone, are you?
Well, it would have been nice of you to have checked with us, you know, what with me being the father.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll know better next time.
Gary, your dad's here. When I got in this morning, didn't know what had happened.
Well, like I said.
Look, it's up to me where my own lad gets his head down, not you.
Oh, you're dead bothered, are you?
Well, yes, I am.
Well, once you get home from some all-nighter on the ale.
Oh, so you're telling me how to live my life now?
No, but Gary might as well have stayed here. He's been stuck in that flat on his own.
Look, why don't you concentrate on worrying about your own kids and leave me to think about mine, all right?
All right.
Hiya, son, you ready to roll?
I don't know.
Why, what's up?
I rang Carol earlier.
Oh, you did you?
We had a natter about Gary.
Do you want to dive upstairs for a minute, son?
Has no need. He knows the school.
Which is?
She would prefer it if he came to stay here with me and Marianne.
Well, she would, wouldn't she?
I'm sorry, but that's what she wants.
Well, she can't make him. He's 16 years of age.
Yeah, I know that. And so does Carol. It's up to Gary where he goes.
Well, then. Grab your stuff, eh, mate, and we'll be off. You're coming home with your dad, aren't you? Aren't you?
Sorry.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Look, you can call in and see him anytime you like.
Cheers. Right. We'll see you, son.
Hot chocolate?
You read my mind.
Yeah, oh, dead to the world.
Lucky thing.
I think it's time for bed.
I wish. The kitchen's a mess.
Leave it till tomorrow.
Be 101 other things to do tomorrow.
That way you turn Penny down.
Sorry?
PR job.
Oh, she told you, did she? Yeah, not the most practical idea she'd ever had.
Well, that'd be nice to have you on board.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be on board, but I think Madam might have something to say about it.
So, you don't think we could work something out then?
What, do you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
How?
Well, we could always consider another nanny.
We can't afford it.
Oh, tighten our belts. You just get the cash together.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Yeah, living in dreamland, Max. Anyway, I don't want to leave Alice in the care of some hired help. She needs us.
And you need an outlet. Restaurant would be perfect for you.
In a perfect world. But in this world, all my time's gobbled up being a full-time mother. And that, I'm afraid, is that.
I must say, Major, that hat looks rather tempting.
Had a good day?
Splendid. And you?
Very nice, yes.
It's been wonderful seeing you again.
It's been very nice to see you too.
Do you mean that?
Yes, of course.
So, how's life at home?
Oh, fine.
In all departments?
Well, almost, yeah.
So you're still having your little difficulties?
Look, I think this is hardly the time or place.
Then when would be?
I don't know.
Because I'd be more than happy to help you through your troubles.
Well, if you to just sort of water them every day, I'm sure that they'd turn out fine. Yeah. Everything all right, dear?
As well as can be expected. Sorry, am I in your seat?
Why don't you head on up? You look shattered.
Yeah, I will now. That do last night's taking it out of me.
Can't take your beer like you used to.
Must be getting old, eh?
I'm going to bed myself now.
Right.
See you in the morning then.
Yeah, good night.
Bloody lunatic!
All right, Mick. Look, Gary's upstairs. No, it's not Gary I want to talk to. Look, if you want another Barney... I don't want another Barney. I've been walking around all day thinking... And Carol was right. Gary's better off with you. I've got nothing to offer him. Just because he's staying here doesn't mean you can't have a proper relationship with the lad. Oh, come off it. It's you he looks up to, not me. That's not true. It is, and that's how it should be. You've got a lovely family, good business. I can't pretend I'm not jealous. Look, he needs us both. Yeah, but you're the sort of father he deserves. Come on, he's a cracking lad, so you can't have done that bad a job. Most of that's down to Carol. I was never there. Be soft. I'm not being soft. Just feeling sorry for myself. Look, I know the script. I was really gonna try and stay on the straight and narrow this time for Gary's sake. You know, what with Carol being ill and that. But there's no point now. So you're gonna go back out on the rob? Well, what fool would give me a job, eh? And what do you think it'd do to Gary if you end up back inside? Well, he'd have your shoulder to cry on then, won't he? It'll break his heart. His heart? What about mine? You don't get it, do you? He's the only thing that'd keep me out of the nick. I'm not bothered about myself, but if I knew I had Gary to look after, I'd sort myself out. Well, why not give it a go, then? I'm only doing this because Carol asked me. I'm not on a crusade. If you kept your nose clean for long enough, I bet you she'd come round. I don't know so much. Well, surely it's worth a try. Can rub all our noses in it. Yeah, well, if I had some work somewhere, maybe. Cheers. You could, always come and do a few hours here. For me. I do not want your charity, Mick, thank you. It wouldn't be. I'm permanently short-handed. Are you serious? Deadly. It's a start, isn't it? Well, it's all I'm after. So? What do you think? Well, yeah. Yeah, okay, you're on.
You all right?
No, I'm bloody not.
What's up?
Guess who's just had a little visit from the local Jesus freak?
Right, that's it.
Did you want something?
Have, come to bed.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
Why now?
Because I've realised that... well, you can't spend your life in some fantasy romance land. This is where I belong.
Just one step at a time.
Sorry.
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Did you enjoy that, did you? Did you? Because that's what you're going to get. Every time you're in the shower in the nick, you're going down, mate. Teddy's not, but you are, right? Every time you're in the shower, you're going to get this.
You're all talk, you.
Am I?
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait and see, eh?
I'm not scared of you.
Well, you should be.
Why? Because of what you did to a defenceless woman and child.
Listen, that's right, yeah. I'm a murderer, and if you don't disappear, you're going to be next!
After the break on 4, Garden Club visits Northwich in Cheshire in search of tips on tomatoes and a little autumn colour, while over on ITV Next, Missing.
See you, girls. After you, ladies. Hey, office party, eh? Wouldn't mind 5 minutes with one of them behind the filing cabinet. Reporting for duty, sir. 1:45 on the dot.
10 out of 10 for punctuality, anyway.
It's one of my few virtues, Mick. If you can't rely on a bloke to be where he says he's going to be at a certain time, and that goes double E for your getaway driver... Oh, I'm sorry. Just my little joke. So, where do you want me to start?
Well, I've got to sort out a few phone orders, so if you could deliver these for me.
Right, whatever you say, boss.
Mick.
All right, babe.
Listen, I'm officially on my lunch break, but I've just seen some stunning curtain material.
The world is so unfair, isn't it, eh?
Sorry?
Why did no one like you ever walk into my life?
Hello, Greg.
Hello, Marianne.
Don't all this about curtain material.
Look, it's beautiful, incredibly expensive, but it's in the sale, and I think it would look perfect in the living room. You can't spare half an hour to come and have a look, can you?
Not today, I can't.
OK, I'll get a sample then. Where did we put the list of measurements?
Behind the bread bin.
OK.
Right, so where was I?
Oh, deliveries.
Oh,
Right, pizzas, address list. There you go. It's only just down the road.
Right. Hey, Mick, I want to thank you for taking a chance on me, you know. And I want to say here and now that I am not going to let you down. I am going to prove to you, and not just you, the whole world.
That's excellent, that, Greg. But can we save the whole world to another time? The pizzas are getting cold.
Sorry. Hey, be back before you can say monosodium glutamate, mate.
Oh, come on, Alice. Please wake up. Concentrate.
Right, moustache. Penny's called a meeting.
Penny's called a meeting.
For 2.
Small meeting.
For 2 o'clock.
Alice.
Come on, Alice, darling, wake up. Mum's got better things to do than to feed you all day.
Have I?
Yeah, well, you did say that you didn't have time to wash your hair.
Oh, yeah, right, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And you did say the health visitor was coming by this morning to have a chat about these feeding problems.
Oh, yeah.
Right. See you about 6-ish, eh?
Enjoy the meeting.
Bye.
Do you know, Alice, now you probably won't believe this. Not sure I believe it myself anymore. But once upon a time, your mum was the sort of person who called meetings.
Oh, all right. I was just trying to find some clean socks. Yeah, in cupboard. Oh, right.
So, is this arrangement permanent, like?
Don't go building your hopes up, lad. I only moved back in there to get away from your filthy habits.
Oh, and you know you grind your teeth, don't you?
I do not grind my
So
teeth.
once you've got any left.
Michael, you're making it up. I do not grind my teeth. Do I?
Hiya, we're back. Anybody in?
My God, is Katie with her?
Hiya.
Is your mum in? Was that me dad?
Yeah?
Oh, what's he doing here?
He moved back in a couple of weeks ago.
So if we want a 10-foot drop, that's 4 metres. 4 lots of 4 is 16 metres. What's 11.99 times 16?
That's a hell of a lot of money. Here you go, sir.
How's stuff, eh? Tell me.
That's whatever kind of valances we want. God, what time is it?
Right. Mission accomplished.
That's quick.
Won't be late. I must dash though.
Oh, wait. You can't run down British industry with tomato sauce all over your face.
I'm not trying to run it down. I'm trying to save it.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke. Bye.
Oh. Allow me.
Who's the new commissioner?
Greg Salter, Gary's dad. He's helping out here for a while, you know.
Right. What next, Chief?
It was remarkably quick. You sure you weren't speeding?
In that biscuit tin? You gotta be joking.
I'm Sinbad the caretaker, by the way.
All right. How are you doing?
Yeah, specially white pizzas, 3 on a Saturday.
Oh, oh, hey, allow me.
Oh, sorry, miss.
Oh, all right, come in, gents, come in. Hey, Mick, do you mind if I have a go at serving, like, you know?
Oh, go on, then.
Okay. Right, gents, what can I get you? And don't say excited, because I am not that sort of guy.
2 Manhattans.
Right, 2 Manhattans coming up. What are Manhattans?
I'll do them, you watch.
Hey, Mick, you haven't got a date for moving yet, have you?
Not yet, Buzz.
Yeah, well, let us know when you're at, eh? What about you? Have you got a moving date yet?
God tells me where to go and when. I don't listen to the agents of evil.
Well, you better start listening to me, or you're going to be out of circulation for the next 15 years. And that's the soft option. Even your God can't get you out of that one.
But this is my room.
Was your room? Sorry, Jack, but we needed the space so me and my dad could share.
What? Your dad's sleeping in here with you?
No, he's moved back in with my mum now. What's the matter?
He's gone back with me mum.
Watch me lips. Me dad...
Oh, just get your stuff cleared out. I want my room back. Where's Katie supposed to sleep? Oh, look, don't bother about me.
Well, you can both dash down in a little room.
No, we can't.
Jackie, I'm not moving again. I've got all my stuff set up now.
Tough. No, look, honestly, I can stop at Lynn's for a couple of nights. Well, just till I find a place of my own. When I get down the estate agents now, actually.
Right, Jackie, love.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Katie.
Hi.
How's your mum?
Fine, thanks, Mr. Dixon. So, you back home then, Dad?
Sorry I'm late. A few complications with a religious nutter.
Right, so shall we get started then?
Whenever you're ready, darling.
Right, so number 1 on the agenda, basic philosophy.
Philosophy? Sounds like some kind of OU course. Wake me up when it's all over, will you?
No, she means...
Restaurant philosophy. Decor, menus, the name, the kind of PR we want.
Well, if we're talking philosophy, let's make a decision here. Let's go French.
Bit passé, don't you think?
A bit passé? Oh, Percy thought we couldn't be passé, could we, darling?
Thank you for that contribution, Barry. The point is...
The point is, you two still haven't convinced me about this bangers and mash stuff.
It's not just about bangers and mash, Barry. It's all about reclaiming our native cuisine. I mean, look at Gary Rhodes.
I've never heard of him. But I do know the people of this city. And I know they're not be prepared to shell out good money for something they can get at 10% of the price from a good transport cafe.
Well, you're just going to have to trust me on this one, Barry, because I know I'm right. I've seen what's happening in London. French is out, English is in, and it's going to catch on up here in a big way.
Well, looks like I'm outvoted, doesn't it? 2-1. Better give in graciously.
Good. So, #1 priority now is finding the right chef.
Well, I have a list of possibles here. Actually, you've seen that one later on.
Oh, thanks. Oh, and the interior designer's made a few sketches.
What interior designer? What's going on out there? Come in!
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, fine. You left these. I didn't know that you needed them. She won't stop crying. She started soon after you left. She just won't stop.
Okay, come in and sit down, eh?
I can't stay.
No, come on, sit down.
What?
Give her to me.
There you go. I don't want to disturb your meeting.
Listen, Penny, any chance of a coffee for Patricia?
OK, the final thing I need a decision on...
Just pretend I'm not here.
Right. The final thing is the PR budget.
Listen, feel free to comment if you want.
Oh, no, I couldn't, honestly. I'm not here. How did you do that?
What?
She stopped crying.
Oh, don't know.
Well, I've been talking to Dunn & Watkins.
Useless.
Pardon?
Oh, old-fashioned. They had a terrific reputation in the early 80s, but they've lost it now.
Well, the thing is, I know Giles Dunn, and he'll do it for peanuts, which is, frankly, all we've got.
I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
You don't rate them, then?
I'm not here.
Listen, you go to your dad. So, what do you call peanuts, then?
10,000.
10 grand?
Well, they won't do you a particularly inspired campaign for that.
You could have your peanuts gold-plated for that. So forget this Giles fella. Who do we know locally?
Well, I just thought...
David Halliwell Associates, they're good.
David Halliwell, that wouldn't...
As good as you were?
No, since yours too big.
Right. Well, I'm making an executive decision here. Forget democracy. I'm offering the PR job to Patricia.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I mean,
Of course you could. Max, you'll help out on the domestic front, won't you?
Yes, of
Well,
course.
it's very flattering.
I'm not in the business of flattering people.
That's true.
I just think you're best for the job, that's all.
Max?
Well, of course, Donny, yeah. I mean, if you can cope.
Well, I don't know that I can. I mean, we'd already discussed it. And... No, OK, why not? You've got yourself a PR consultant.
So, you haven't told them about Josh, then?
What do you want, Jackie? Eh? Shall we just look at the options? Now, do you want me back here with your mum? Do you want your mum happy and settled? Or shall I make a mess of her life all over again? Go on, you choose.
I just want people around here to start telling each other the truth. Well, OK. If you want to live a lie, that's fine, but just don't expect me to go along with it.
You're not going to tell her?
Oh, well, I will if I stay here. I won't be able to help myself.
Jackie.
Either you tell me, Mum, that Josh is a grandson, or I move out. OK, I move out.
So, have you got a name for the place yet?
Penny's working on it. She'll probably tell me when I've thought of something. Does she ever... Oh, forget it. Does she ever talk to you, you know, about...
Well, not about anything very personal, no.
Oh.
Why?
Well, it's just that she's thinking of moving out.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Well, do you? Well, I wish you'd tell me then, because I don't. She says she wants her independence. Well, what does she mean, independence? She's already the most independent woman that I've ever met.
And you like that?
Yeah, I do. Anyway, it's her decision, isn't it? She'll make up her own mind. She always does.
A flat?
Well, I thought with your contacts.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, I'll certainly keep an eye open, but what does this mean that...
It means that I'm not Barry's piece of fluff, Posh floozy, better half, bit on the side.
Oh, all right, point taken.
Well, I just don't like it. I've done all that couples bit. I spent too many years being the obedient little wife.
So does this mean you're leaving him?
No, I'm not leaving him. She can't leave somebody you're never really with. I just want my own place. I still can't fathom him, you know. Does he ever talk to you? I mean, I just don't know what he wants. I don't know what we're doing together.
Car keys. Anybody see me car keys?
Barry? Oh, hi. Sorry, the cleaner said you were in here. What's he doing here?
What do you want, Maguire?
5 minutes of your time, Barry. A little business proposition for you.
Look, I've got to go see one of Max's chefs. See you later.
The lovely Mrs. Crosby. What a pleasure. And looking more beautiful than ever, if I may say so. If you're not doing anything one evening, maybe we could have a little drink together.
I don't think so, thank you, Mr. Maguire.
Kenny. What a very classy woman that is. I like that in a bird. Right, I won't keep you. It's a guaranteed gold mine, Barry.
Not now, Maguire. I'm busy.
Right, well, I'll catch you later then. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drop some details in for you. Bye, Max.
Right, I'm off now. What time will you be back? I'm not coming back. Will you? Oh, no. You're not going because of Barry, are you? Oh, don't let him frighten you. You think I'm scared of him? But if you go now, you're giving in to him. You're letting him win. No, I'm letting him think he's won. There is a difference. You have to box very clever with the devil. Well, where are you going to go? I'll go with you. No, Terry, you stay here. He won't harm you, but as long as I'm around, he's going to cause us both trouble. I want to come with you. Don't worry about me. I can't take you with me. What I have to do has to be done alone.
Lord, it's all boiled up.
Oh, Max.
Look, Thomas, please. Mummy's busy. She'll be up in a minute. Now go back to bed.
Helen, I'm sorry. What were you saying? Oh, it'll keep back. I can see you're up to your eyes. Right, well, I'm off to find some dinner somewhere. See you both tomorrow. Yeah, OK. I'll have some ideas sorted out by then. OK.
Bye, Pen.
Well, got a good bit of gossip for you.
She's leaving Barry.
How do you know?
He told me just today, reading between the lines, he doesn't want her to go. Ugh.
Oh, she seems very serious about it. I mean, she's asked me to find her a flat.
When was that?
Just after you were offered the PR contract.
Max, you are honestly OK about this job, aren't you?
It's up to you, darling.
No, it's up to us both. But, I mean, the thing is, I think it'll only take about 3 hours a day, won't it? I should be able to manage that, even with Alice. It's just a matter of organisation and, you know, I feel so much better. I feel as if Barry had thrown me a lifeline. Hey.
We're not open yet.
I'm looking for Mr. Grant.
Aye. Got an appointment, have you?
Well, I said I'd drop some details in for him. I'm in financial management. Kenny Maguire.
James Corkle.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Corkill. And if you're ever interested in a surefire, guaranteed killing for a minimum investment, give me a ring.
What's that? Stocks and shares, like?
Commodities, Mr. Corkill. I'm flirting with commodities at the moment. And what a gold mine, eh? Print your own money.
Oh, aye.
Jimmy, will you go and get us... What are you doing here, Maguire?
I just don't want you to lose the opportunity of a lifetime, Barry.
Jimmy, go and get us one of them pizzas with the sausage on it, will you?
I've got some details for you.
You've been sent to haunt me, or what?
Oh, I'm trying to do you a favour, Barry.
Yeah, well, I only do business when you have an appointment, so make an appointment if you want to do business, all right?
Yeah. Fair enough. I'll give you a ring tomorrow. I'm in the area. Nice meeting you, Mr. Corkill.
Oh, yeah, cheers. Nice one, mate.
Evening, Mr. Sweeney. How's your friend Mrs. Jordache keeping? I must pop round and see her this week.
Get. You keep away from that Maguire fella. He's trouble. And don't be conned into giving him money. And forget the pepperoni. He gives me heartburn. I'll have tuna instead, all right?
Anything else? Aye, Sin.
Hey, Jim, do us a favour. Will you stop piling all your rubbish up here, will you? You've got bins.
Not piling anything anyway.
Well, what's all this, then?
I don't know. It's nothing to do with us.
What's that Maguire doing now? You haven't got money troubles, have you, Jimmy?
Me, no.
Well, if you're out, don't go to Maguire.
Why, do you know him or something?
Yeah, I know him.
And what is he exactly?
I'll tell you what he is. He's a small-time loan shark who specialises in bullying defenceless women. He's the type that makes a sewer rat look cuddly.
Something's got nothing to do with you, then?
I've told you that, haven't I? No. But come, Ed. I'm not the only skivvy round here, you know. Was that you?
What?
Did you just cough?
No.
It's funny. I swear I heard someone cough. Ain't no sin, actually. Things are starting to look up on the financial front, know what I mean?
You're not still dealing, are you?
Look you. Don't you be starting all that moral stuff with me. I am making good money. I'm getting me and Jackie back on our feet. And if those suckers want to buy it, then I'm going to sell it to them. It's their problem, not mine, OK?
Yeah, well, what happens when Jackie finds out?
Well, why should she? You're not going to tell him, are you? Sit down. Someone in there. I'll open it.
Yeah.
Hi. I've come to drag you out for dinner. My treat.
Well, I'm a bit busy at the moment. I've just sent Jimmy out for a pizza.
Well, maybe I'll see if Kenny Maguire's free. He asked me out for a drink earlier.
What, that blade?
You're not jealous, are you?
Well, Maguire, get real. Not if you want to go out with him, you go out with him. I mean, that's the arrangements, isn't it? Both free agents.
Maybe I will.
All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't you give him a ring? Here's his card. You can talk about the 60s together. I'm sure he's much more your vintage than I am.
OK, I will. Engaged. What bad luck. I'll just have to make do with you instead. Cancel the pizza.
Oh, excuse, boss. Got a bit of a problem outside somehow. What's it? Doss it in a cardboard box.
We'll get it sorted.
Yeah, I was going to, only like, you know...
His bottle's gone.
It hasn't. No, there were funny noises coming from it, you know, from inside, like... Thought you might like to take care of it.
I'll be back.
Be quick. I'm getting very hungry.
Come on.
All right,
Looks fine to me.
Great. So that's one set of curtains organised and the reception's booked.
Confirmed this morning.
Oh, I know. I've got some sample invitations in my bag. Don't go away.
Wedding plans, eh? Well, I've said it before, Mick, and I will say it again. You are one very lucky fella.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of style, you're Marianne, and it shows. I admire that. It's education that does it, you know. I used to say to my Carol, you'd have to make a show of us all the time. I mean, our reception, right? It was a grandmother's house. She was on that Parmaine stuff, you know, and green chartreuse. 2 choruses of Yellow Submarine, and she passed out in a plate of corned beef sandwiches. Well, the trouble with me was I didn't put my foot down soon enough. See, that's the thing you see with women. You've got to let them know who's boss, or they'll take all kinds of liberties.
Excuse me. Well, I expect Carol's under the impression that she's boss.
No way. Couple of clouts around her jaw and she soon got the message. I mean, you got to knock the stuffing out of them occasionally, Vic, or they'll never learn to stay in line. I mean, it's a fact of life. Women respect it. Still keeps the old passion alive, doesn't it, eh? Right. That's the lot. I think I'll be off. I'll see you later.
I really don't like that man. Not one of your better ideas.
Greg, he's harmless. It's just the way he speaks.
If you ever did that to me, Mick, if you ever lifted a finger to me...
Hey, come on, Pete, me.
No, I mean it. I'd be straight out that door and I would never, ever come back.
Yeah, I bet it is. Look, I'm sorry, mate. You can't doss down here. Time to move on, eh? Look, if you're not going to go voluntarily, then I'm sorry, I'll have to move you. Jimmy, move him, will you?
You what?
Oh, God, do it yourself. Yeah, give us a hand.
Deliver me, oh my God, from the hand of the wicked, from the hand of the cruel and unrighteous man.
Do us a favour, let's just skip the religious crap, eh?
Psalm 71, actually, Barry. But then you wouldn't know that, would you? Because you abandoned your faith years ago, and you'll rot in hell for that. Let my enemies be confounded and consumed by fire. I really get under your skin, don't I?
Not as much as you'd like.
It's quite comfy in here.
I'll tell you what. If you're not out of here in the next 15 minutes, I'm calling the busies.
My lips shall greatly rejoice, O Lord, that they are brought into shame that seek my hurt.
Oh, come on. Let's just leave the nutter.
So, no luck then? Nothing. Oh, cheese on toast, do you? Yeah, fine. Well, there was one. Oh, this fabulous attic flat with a jacuzzi. Eh? Way out of my league, though. I went to see the solicitor just in case. But this money I'm getting from the house sale, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but you work it out. So when did you actually get the money? On my birthday, but most of it's got to be invested. Well, I just have to set my sights a bit lower.
Suppose you'd had someone to share the rent with. Would that help you?
Oh, no, I'm not checking up with a stranger.
No, I'm not talking about a stranger.
Oh, Jack. Are you serious? You want to share? Oh, that's brilliant. That's just totally brilliant.
The fires of hell, eh, Barry? But you're the one who's going to burn, not me. Because I know what you've done. And I know you'll suffer eternal torment for it. You'll never get rid of me. No matter where you go or what you do, I'll always be there, watching you.
Soldier Soldiers next on ITV, here on 4 as part of the Look Who's Talking season, a powerful and compelling look at 3 teenagers who talk about their lives in care. My Dad is Mrs. Bottomley. Next.
Is it because Mike wrote me about your room? Because if it is...
No, honest, Mum, it's not that. It's just, I'm 18 and I want to go to Leeds and see if I can cope on my own.
Say something to her, will you?
Well, if that's what she wants to do, love.
Where did this idea come from? It's all very sudden.
No, it's just... Well, the thing is, Mum, if I don't go off shares with Casey, then she won't be able to afford anywhere. And anyway, it'll be a dead good laugh. That'll be her now.
Well, you're very quiet about all this.
Yeah, well, she's a big girl now, isn't she?
I never thought I'd hear you say that. What's the matter with you? I thought one word about leaving home from her and you'd be nailing up the doors.
Your Looney Tune friend's gone for good now, eh?
Gone and done it again, haven't you, eh? Done what? Anyone I care for, anyone important in my life, you have to kick them out or destroy them.
What are you going on about, eh?
What is it with you? You can't be happy, can you, till you own me, body and soul?
I'm not happy when a religious maniac owns your body and soul.
Oh, so you just cast him off into the wilderness?
Cast him? Why can't you talk English, Terry? Have some independent thoughts. Use your own words.
All right, Terry. You can cast him out. You can take away the one person who ever made sense in my life. But you won't destroy us.
I don't want to destroy you, Terry. I just want him out of my flat and out of your life. Can you remember what it was like before he turned you into a walking zombie? Before he brainwashed you? When you used to go out and have a few pints with the lads of a Friday night, clock the birds and that?
You can't tempt me. I know what you are, and I know what you're up to.
He's gone seriously off his head, him.
Right, so this is the freezer contents list. Anything you take out has to be replaced, so you write it on this, which is the shopping list.
And what the hell is that?
Well, that's the timetable. I'm red, you're blue. See, look. I divided every 24-hour block into 15-minute sections. So, like, look, Tuesday, 8 to 8:15. Patricia, wash up breakfast things. Bath, Alice. Max, take Thomas to school.
Oh, well, looks like a battle plan. Do we ever meet?
Not often, darling, no.
Possibly in bed.
Occasionally, but I wouldn't count on it.
And what about time off? Do we get the odd 15 minutes off for cutting toenails and things like that?
Oh, yeah, but not at the same time, though.
Ah. And what about your mum and dad? I mean, have you timetabled them into 15 minutes as well?
Oh, no, Max. I don't want to rely on them. I mean, they're getting on now. They've got their own lives. I don't see why they should drop everything just because I've got a Downs baby. If only I could just sort out these feeding problems.
Well, I'll help you as much as I can, darling, but I can't feed Alice.
You can. If I stop breastfeeding, you can.
What do you think? It's horrible. I don't want a ground floor flat. Well, not in this area. I'm too scared. I don't want any kind of flat in this area. So, what are we gonna do then? Let's have another look at that crummy bedsit. It's not a bedsit. Studio flat, it says here. Spacious and fully modernised. In other words, a crummy bedsit. You tell her. Oh, no, you. Excuse me?
Yeah?
It's lovely, really nice. It's just, we've got one other place to look at. But we do like this one, don't we, Katie? Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, it's you.
This isn't like you, Mandy. I normally get a very hospitable welcome. Cup of tea, little chat. I value a chat with my clients. If I don't know what your problems are, I can't help you, can I?
Well, come in.
Sir.
Sit down. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Shopping, eh?
Yes, I just some shopping.
Very nervy today, Mandy. Why's that?
Well, the thing is, Mr. Maguire.
Kenny, please.
The thing is, I'm a bit short this week.
Oh, how short?
Well, quite a bit short.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
So I was wondering if I could pay you next week.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Mandy. I mean, if you can afford to do all this shopping, you can afford to pay your debts.
Yeah, well, that's food we have to eat.
Well, we all have to eat, Mandy. I have to eat. And I'm afraid if I was to let you off, I'd be setting a precedent. I'd have to start letting everyone off. First sign of a sob story. And I'm a very soft-hearted man. I'd be losing money left, right and centre.
Yeah, I realise that, but...
On the other hand, come and sit down, Mandy. No, here. On the other hand, just this once, I'm prepared to make an exception. You can pay me the full whack next week and we'll say no more about it.
Oh, thank you.
But I want you to know, I'm only doing this because it's you. I wouldn't do it for anyone else.
Well, I'm really grateful.
Are you, Mandy? Well, that's very nice. I wonder how grateful you are. Because I think one favour deserves another, don't you? Been driving me mad all day. I was just wondering if you had time to sew a couple of buttons on for me.
Oh,
You know, I really wouldn't mind giving this breastfeeding lark a bit of a break. I'm just so sore, you know. If only I could give this side a rest for 5 minutes.
Well, I thought you were supposed to keep it up for about 3 months. I mean, you know, build up a natural immunities or whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't have to give it up entirely. I mean, the health visitor said I could try her on a couple of bottles a day. She said it's often a good idea with special needs babies. Takes the pressure off a bit.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
No, of course I'm not sure. But I'm spending half the day feeding her at the moment, and I've got to have some kind of life. You know, I really, really do want to do the restaurant PR job.
I know.
I've got loads of ideas. And I promise I won't overdo it, and I swear that no one's going to suffer. Not you, not Thomas, and definitely not Alice.
Would it be easier if I took it off?
Oh, no, it's okay. I've nearly finished.
That was a brilliant job you did on that jacket of mine. I like watching a woman sew. My old mum was a very good seamstress. You got family, Mandy?
No, not really, no.
That's a very nice perfume. Or is it your shampoo?
I don't know.
Smells like apples. Maybe it's your natural smell.
You all right? What's going on?
Mandy's just sewing a couple of buttons on for me.
There, all done.
Thanks. What do I owe you?
What for?
Well, for services rendered. The buttons.
Nothing.
Oh, I can't let you do that. Let's say a couple of quid, eh? There you go. Take it. Right then. See you next week. Got to run, people to see. I'll let myself out. Cheerio. See you, friend.
You all right?
I'm fine. It's nothing. Well, it was just... I got behind a week and he's let me off until next week. I mean, he was very nice about it, so when he said about the buttons, I couldn't really refuse.
You don't find him attractive, do you?
Attractive? Oh, Sinbad, how could you...
Well, no, it's just that he's the same build as Trevor, you know, same sort of look, dark hair. I just thought...
Hey, you thought wrong.
So, how come you got behind again this week?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, Rachel needed new jeans and stuff, and she's growing out of everything.
Yeah, well, you want to try starving her. That should save you some money.
I'm just no good with money. I knew Trevor used to handle all that side. Like controlling things. Used to buy all my clothes for me, everything. And he was afraid if I even had the price of a bus fare, I'd leave him. So, never learnt to manage things. And I mean, I make such stupid mistakes. I think I've got a bargain. The next day it falls to pieces and I have to go out and buy another one.
Well, look, I'll tell you what.
No.
Well, I haven't said anything yet.
I know. But I know what you're going to say, and the answer's definitely no. I can't take any more money from you, Sinbad. I owe you too much already.
Oh, man. I thought we were past keeping tally on who owes who what.
We need covering all the local glossies and theatre programmes. Oh, good food guides.
5 o'clock Thursday. Good. She knows where we are.
Must get into a good food guide.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
I think I've got time to go and have my hair cut. Now, I wish we still had a hairdressers round at the local shops. I suppose you fancy giving it a quick snip for me, do?
Me?
Yeah, just these straggly bits, yeah.
I don't actually think that's where my talent lies, Patricia. Oh, hello. Could I speak to Stephen Watson? Penelope Crosby.
Thing is, it costs a bomb in town anyway. I've got to relieve Max in 20 minutes.
Oh, is he? Could you ask him to call me? Thanks.
Oh, go on. You couldn't possibly make it look any worse than it does now.
I think I probably can. Have you got a comb?
Yep.
This could probably be the worst mistake of your life, and I disclaim all responsibility.
Hi. I let myself in.
Yes, I can see you did.
Well, there was no one around. You don't mind, do you?
Do you know Mr. Maguire, Patricia? Mr. Maguire is... What exactly are you, Mr. Maguire?
Well, at this present moment in time, Mrs. Crosby, I hope I'm a sort of benefactor. It's just that this friend of mine took his wife out for dinner last night, a little place out Frodsham way. I got their card. And he was raving about it. So, I thought you might like to check it out, with a view to possibly headhunting their chef. I gather you are looking for one. So, what I was thinking, Penny...
Ow, sorry.
Oh, you don't mind me calling you Penny, do you?
I'm not sure, Mr. Maguire. I'll have to think about it and let you know.
Oh, she's very sharp, isn't she? So, I was wondering if you'd allow me to escort you.
Are you asking me out to dinner, Mr. Maguire?
I do seem to be, yes.
And are we talking about a business appointment or a date?
Well, we're talking whatever you'd like it to be, Penny.
I'll meet you there, 8ish. Book a table.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Right, I'll see you later then. Bye, Mrs. Farnham.
You're not going out with that.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I know things are a bit dodgy at the moment, but I thought you and Barry would...
Oh, for God's sake, I'm not married to Barry. There's absolutely no commitment on either side. I can go out with anyone I choose.
Yeah, but you can't honestly choose to go out with Kenny Maguire.
Don't you find him attractive?
Only if your taste in men runs to B-movie gangsters.
Well, maybe mine does. Maybe that's why I seem to be locked into this weird relationship with Barry Grant. Now, keep your head still, or I might make a very serious mistake.
Yeah, but Barry Grant's one thing. You can't honestly, in your right mind, contemplate going out with Kenny Maguire.
Hey. Have you seen him?
What?
He wouldn't just walk out on me. I know he wouldn't. He's out there somewhere. Very close.
What was all that about?
God knows. Poor old Terry. Anyway, where's my kiss? Good day at the office?
No, rotten day at the office. I put in for 2 weeks holiday and the memo came back today. No chance. We'll be too busy in the middle of a possible strike, so bang goes the honeymoon.
Okay, no sweat. We'll just change the day of the wedding.
Yeah, but we've booked the reception.
Yeah, that's true.
Be all right if we could get married next week. I could get some time off then.
All right, get married next week then.
We can't.
Why not?
Because we'd have to get a special license and people have made their arrangements and we've still booked the reception. I'll tell you what we could do, though. We could have the honeymoon before the wedding.
Oh, there's a novel idea.
Could take the kids and have a couple of days in London with my mum and dad and then go down to the south coast for a bit or maybe to Calais.
One small problem, babe.
Thought there might be.
Pizza parlour. Now, Greg's doing fine, but can't leave him to it on his own, can I?
God, no.
And I certainly can't afford to close it down.
So, back to the drawing board then.
Dinner. Who with?
Is that relevant? I don't think I have to tell you that, do I?
I think you do, yeah. I mean, after all, you are living in my house.
Oh, I see. Because it's your house, I've got no freedom of action and you've got the right to know everything I do.
I didn't say that. I thought we had some kind of relationship going.
Have we?
Who is he then? This fella.
Oh, maybe I'm going out to dinner by myself.
Are you?
No. Zip me up, would you?
Don't you think you've shown a little bit too much cleavage for a lady of your age?
Still worth a second look, though. Don't wait up.
You look exhausted.
No, I'm fine. What time is it?
It's 7:30.
I should be washing up.
Oh, leave it.
Then the ironing.
It's done.
All right, well, get my notes onto the computer. Oh, talking of Penny, by the way.
Where are we?
More gossip. Guess where she is tonight?
Where?
Gone out to dinner. With your friend.
Which friend?
Kenny Maguire.
You're joking.
No, well, checking out a chef, apparently. But the atmosphere was very sparky between them. I think she fancies him.
Kenny Maguire? God, I mean, I was worried enough about her and Barry Grant, but he is a nasty piece of work.
Oh, don't worry, she can handle him. Right.
Look, sit still.
I'm fine.
Oh, God, no.
For heaven's sake, this was not on the schedule.
I mean, how far down market can she get? Terry? Sir?
Have you seen him?
Jeez, Terry, you frightened the life out of me then.
Have you seen him?
Seen who? Well, Simon, I'm sure I saw him running across there in the dark.
So you went dashing out there after him and left this place wide open? That was bright, wasn't it?
I know it was him. Look, I don't believe it. He's hurt me.
Oh, well, you might be right there.
I am with you still. I am watching over you. That's him. He's out there somewhere.
Patricia, Barry's here. Come through.
Max, I was just, you know, wondering if you happen to know where Penny's gone tonight.
Out to dinner, I think.
Oh. Do you know her with?
Well, apparently, it's with that Maguire character.
Is our Jackie in?
Yeah.
Sounds awful a bedsit, doesn't it?
Well, we all have to leave the nest sometime, love.
You're very calm about it.
Well...
Not usually so easygoing about the kids, especially not our Jackie. You haven't had a row with her, have you?
What on earth makes you think that?
It's just... I thought you just seemed a bit offhand with each other. Oh, Ron, I don't want her to go. It's so rough round there. I keep imagining her coming home from the late shift. I mean, she could get attacked and I wouldn't know. I won't be there to check she's got in safely. Won't be there to tuck her up and give her drinks if she's ill. I'm not ready for this.
Hey, come on, love. Not gonna cry, are you?
Will you move your bed over?
Pardon?
Over here.
Why?
It's just... Oh, give us a cuddle, eh? Really miss that, you know. Somebody to hug.
Oh, aye. Anybody will do, eh? I was thought you a bit of a swingy, you know. Come here.
No. No, not just anybody.
Dee, I really don't think that...
Just a good night kiss. Please.
I really think we should stop there, love, don't you? Good night.
Ron, I'm really glad you're home. Feels right, doesn't it? Ron.
Hmm?
Do you think... Is Bev...
Don't let's talk about Bev, eh, Dee?
Have you heard from her?
No.
Oh. The last king prawn. All yours. Well, it should be mine, really. But you can have it.
Thanks.
Tell you what, I'll fight you for it.
Hey!
So what's next, then?
Can't.
Oh, come on, man. We're going to have to sort this out sooner or later, you know. Is it me?
No, you know how I feel about you. It's just a... Can't... This. Can't get near you.
You need enough of this. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
And what is it then?
I'm all wrong in my head, Sinbad. Sex... It was the thing I did to keep Trevor sweet. Keep him out of Beth's room. Hated it. It wasn't love, it was fear. Did it to stop him hurting me. And now I don't know how to just want someone, how to touch someone without all that fear getting mixed up in it. I don't know if I ever will.
Thanks for the dinner. Well, not the dinner so much, the company. Good night.
You don't have to go so early, do you?
What are you suggesting, Mr. Maguire?
Hey, it's been Kenny all evening. Well, I was just thinking maybe a little nightcap back at my place.
Take your hand off my leg.
Hey, come on, Penny, I'm not stupid. I got the signals.
But I'm afraid you read them disastrously wrong.
So what's wrong with me, then? Not good enough, eh?
Something like that.
Yet you seem very keen on Barry Grant. What's he got that I haven't?
It would take too long to explain. That's to say, is in an entirely different league.
Where the hell have you been?
You sound exactly like my father.
You've been out with Maguire, haven't you?
Well, if you knew where I was, then why bother to ask?
Do you know who that scumbag is?
Yes, Barry, I do. I've just had to sit through his entire and pitifully boring life story, and yes, I do know in tedious detail exactly who he is. Good night.
Do you fancy him?
Look, this is stupid. I'm grown up.
You do fancy him, don't you? Did he try it on with you?
Look, Barry, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Good night.
Did he try it on with you?
Well, yes, actually, he did, but...
I can't stand the idea of that slime bag touching you.
Why? What's it to you, Barry? We haven't made any sort of commitment to each other. Is that what this is about? Do you want some kind of commitment?
Join Ian Wright on a 2,000-mile journey by farm track and camel to Morocco next in a new series, Lonely Planet.
Thought you'd be leaving home before me.
You're always leaving home?
Yeah, I'm always moving back in again, aren't I? Financial necessity.
Oh, go on. You love it really. Spoiled to death.
Yeah, but if I could get a job, I'd be able to be here tomorrow.
We'll get one.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Why didn't I think of that?
Sorry.
It's not from the ones that's trying, you know.
Hang on a minute. Mr. Grant, can I have a word?
Yeah, sure.
It's about the flat over the pizza parlour. Mick says he's moving out.
Oh, so you're interested, are you?
Yeah, very interested, me and Casey Rogers.
Well, it won't be free for a while, but I'll keep you in mind, eh?
OK, thanks.
Hey, Barry, if you need any artistic junk, you know, bikes and stuff to hang up in your new restaurant, I've got a garage full here.
I think I'll leave it, Ronnie.
Here you go, love. One coffee table.
It'll be all right. You'd have the sorted for you.
That's a list of possible celebrities. If we can get one of them up for the opening, we'll get mega publicity. Gosh. Probably can't afford any of them anyway, but I'm just faxing their agents now. See what they charge for personal appearances. Michael Caine? God, I used to fancy him like mad. Talking of which, fancying people, I mean. How did it go last night? How did what go?
Kenny Maguire.
Oh, that. Mildly entertaining. Made a rather amateur pass.
Oh, he didn't.
I quite enjoyed it, actually. Slapping him down, I mean. And then I get home, and Barry's behaving like a cross between Neanderthal man and a Victorian father. We haven't spoken since. It was a very quiet breakfast.
He's jealous.
Well, he's got no right to be. It's a ridiculous relationship. It's going nowhere. Well, I mean, there's nowhere for it to go, is there? I'm years older than he is. We've got nothing in common. Not even sure I like him very much. But nothing. No, really. But absolutely nothing.
Come on, let's go find Mummy. Hey!
Hey! Oh,
He's done a picture, you see.
Well, hang on, let me just do this.
No, it's a picture of it. It's an aeroplane.
Yeah, well, not right under my nose, OK? In a minute.
Well, he wanted to fax it to Edward, you see.
Well, he can do that when I finish this, darling. Why don't you go through, get yourself some milk, eh?
Oh, right. Oh, well. Back to work, I suppose. Alice okay?
Yeah, well, she's been a pain all day. Very fretful. I don't know what's the matter with her. I tried her on a bottle earlier.
And?
She didn't like it at all. But I'm going to persevere. Are you going back to the office?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll walk back with you.
Right.
Bye, Patricia.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Can I have a sandwich?
Yeah, Mummy will make you a banana one in a minute. Right, there we go. You stay here. Don't touch anything, OK? Good boy.
Thomas, the facts! For goodness sake, I told you to wait. Now get up, get up. What have you done to it? Look at it on the floor. Thomas, it's all bunged up. You've broken it. Now, I told you to wait. What the hell have you done to it? Have you got any idea how much that's going to cost to mend? I mean, look, you've just ruined all of Mummy's work. Oh, just go on, go away. Just get out of my sight. Oh, God. God. There you go. Pillowcases, sheets, a couple of pillows and 4 towels.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Yeah. Bag's still a bit wobbly, but it should hold.
Oh, look, it's polished up nicely, hasn't it, eh? Right, now, what else do you need? Food. I'll tell you what, I'll pop round to the shop and get you some basics to start you off.
Oh, Mum, honest.
One duvet.
Right, plonk it there, thanks. Oh, and the lamp from Jackie's bedroom.
Right.
What time are you finishing work tonight?
10.
You won't feel like cooking, will you? I'll order you a pizza from Mix. Right, now, won't be long. Just off to the shops.
Right, love. Jack, I know you're leaving home because of me.
I won't live a lie. Don't know how you can do it.
Yeah, but when you get to my age, Jack, you've managed to pick up so many lies along the way. And you live with them so long, they begin to look very much like the truth. It's hard to tell the difference anymore.
A lie is always a lie.
All I'm saying, love, is that there are some lies you just have to live with, for other people's sakes. If I told you Mum and Al Michael the truth about little Josh, you'd have just broke their lives apart again. And I'm not going to do that. We're just beginning to get settled. Your Mum's happy. You can see she's happy, love. And I'm not going to ruin things again.
And what happens when she finds out? Because she will. Secrets like that always come out in the end.
Yeah, well, I'll get your cases.
What was all that about?
Nothing.
Something between you and me dad?
I told you, nothing.
Well, I'm not blind, you know. I can see it was something. You've been dead weird with him ever since you got back. Is this why you're leaving home?
It's private, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
If we could just get Terry back doing the normal things.
Yeah. Hi, Mick. Hi, boss. Just been looking for you.
Problems?
No, listen, I was wondering if I could pop out for an hour. It's just Jackie wants me to do a few jobs for Al Lindsay, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, right, great, OK. Well, I'll see you later then.
Dad,
Yeah.
where's Greg?
Come to see Auntie Carol.
He's dead funny, Greg. He's against you now.
Is he now?
He's not a gangster. He shouldn't be saying things like that, Leo. He's just got a bit of a record, that's all. Moxon, why don't you go and play upstairs?
I'm bored of playing upstairs. Wish Gary was here.
Hey, listen, any news on the house front yet? I've just been talking to Jackie Dixon, says he's interested in the flat.
Well, we've got to sign a contract and she'll be on about a month.
Oh, so straight into the new house back from the honeymoon, eh?
Yeah, that's if we get a honeymoon.
I'll see you, Mick.
Yeah, see you, Baz.
Hi, love.
All right, Dee.
Hiya. Just a couple of pizzas and 2 salads to go to this address at 10:30. So are Jackie and Casey Rogers.
Oh, so they've all finally flown the nest, have they?
No, Mike's still at home. He's busy job hunting.
Can I go out?
Yeah, go on and play then, son. It's driving me up the wall. So your Mike's free, is he? Wouldn't be interested in running this place for a couple of weeks, would he?
I'm sure he'd jump at it.
Nice one. I might get the honeymoon after all.
Thomas! 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 Alice! Okay, Mummy's here. Come on, we've got to find Thomas.
Thomas! Thomas! God. Thomas! Thomas, are you hiding? Oh, God. Okay, baby. Thomas, please. God. Oh, thank God.
What is
Is
it?
he with you?
Who?
Thomas.
Thomas?
I can't find him anywhere. He's gone.
He's gone, Terry. Face it. He's run out and dumped you, hasn't he? He knew the game was up, so he ran.
What makes you think he's gone?
I know he's gone. And he'll be too scared to show his face round here again, won't he?
Well, as usual, you've got it completely wrong about Simon. He's right here.
Where?
Somewhere very close. He's watching us. He keeps leaving me notes. I am never far away. I am still here. Wait and I will come for you. He's watching us right now.
Have you seen Thomas? Have you seen him?
No.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Max, hang on, what's happened?
No sign, no one's seen him.
God.
I phoned the police.
No, I've done it. They're on their way. Oh, Max, it was all my fault. I shouted at him. And he just broke the facts and I told him to get out of my sight.
You stupid little... Hey, hold on. I know you, don't I? Are you Thomas Farnham? What the hell are you doing round here, son? Where's your mum and dad? Have you run away or something? Look at the state of you. What are we gonna do with you, eh, kid? Eh? Never mind. Your Uncle Jimmy will look after you. You just wait here a sec. Just got a little bit of business to finish.
So, you found my secret den then, eh?
Is it yours?
It is, yeah. Do you like it, Leo?
How do you know my name?
I know everything, me.
Do you live here?
I do now, yeah.
Must be brilliant living here.
It is. I'd offer you a drink, but I've drunk it all.
Wish I could live in the woods.
I'll tell you what, Leo. Suppose I send you on a very special mission.
Yeah,
A really dangerous, important mission.
like a spy.
Just like a spy, yeah. I want you to go to the petrol station and get me something to eat.
But I got no money.
Well, that's the special, exciting bit. You don't need any money. Just get me some sandwiches, some chocolate and something to drink.
But that's stealing.
No, it's not. It's an adventure. Get as much as you can. Yeah, fill that plastic bag. Go on, off you go. And Leo, remember, don't tell anybody you've seen me. Special Mission Wilderness, all right?
around 40 minutes.
Oh. Look, they've circulated his description. Every busy in Liverpool will be looking for him by now. They'll find him.
Supposing they don't. I mean, supposing he...
I'll go.
Thomas! Oh, Thomas! God, where have you been? Look at your face. Come here.
Well, where was he?
Oh, hey, Tomo. I scream all down your front, kid.
Where did you find him?
In the park.
In the park? I thought you were going round to your Lindsay's.
Yeah.
How many roads did you cross?
Listen, Jimmy, you don't pay to sit in the park, do I?
No, near the park. A road near the park.
Thomas, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout at you.
Well, listen, we both don't know how to thank you enough.
I can't tell you how grateful we are.
Kids, eh?
Thanks a million.
Yeah, well, I'd say any time, but I hope to God there won't be. Another time, I mean.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, well, leave us get him sorted out, eh? See you, Tomo, kid. Sorry about the state of him.
Oh,
you know.
don't worry about that.
See you, Jimmy. Thanks.
Cheers.
Look at you, eh?
Bye. Oh, well, it seems that Jimmy Corkle isn't as bad as we first thought.
Yeah, man, no one's going to leave their neighbour's child wandering around the streets, are they? Hey, Thomas, I'm really sorry I shouted at you, eh? I was just a bit tired, that's all. Now, why don't you go upstairs, get cleaned up, and then we'll have some tea.
Come on, I'll get you sorted out, mate. All right.
Oh.
Thank God Corkle was where he says he was, which didn't seem to be very clear, did it?
Should we have given him something, do you think?
What, you mean money?
What, do you think he was expecting it? Oh, we'll definitely have to buy him something anyway. Oh, God, Max. I'm a hopeless mother.
Oh, you're not.
I am. Poor Thomas. I'd forgotten all about him. He's not even on the timetable.
Yes, he is.
He's not. Well, Thomas. Thomas to school. Collect Thomas. Give Thomas his tea. I mean, where does it say play with Thomas? Talk to Thomas. I should never have taken this job. I must give it up.
No, you mustn't.
Look, it's only for a couple of weeks while we're away. Cash in hand.
Yeah, brilliant. I'll do it. Unless Spielberg rings me.
Oh, and you just have to keep an eye on this guy, Greg, about doing the deliveries.
Yeah, fine.
And Gary will be there to give you a lift.
So, when is it, Mick?
It's the week after next, so we're trying to get in a pre-wedding honeymoon. Oh.
Leo? What are you doing?
He said it'd be all right.
Who did?
The man in the woods. He's got it then. He sent me on a special mission.
What does he look like, this man in the woods?
He's tall. He's got brown hair. He used to live around here. I've seen him.
OK, Leo, I'll tell you what, you put all that stuff back in the bag. I'm going to close the petrol station up. And then I want you to show me where this den is, and we'll give him the food together.
He said I wasn't to tell anyone.
He didn't mean me. Because what he forgot to tell you was, the next part of your special mission is to lead me to him.
I know it's small even for the bed sit, but it'll do for now.
No, it was nice, wasn't it, love? Got everything in, just about.
Well, listen, thanks for everything.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Better get off to work.
Your dad could have dropped you off.
No, it's okay.
No, let him give you a lift.
Oh, now, come on. You spent all afternoon moving me in. I'll get the bus. It's just as easy. And anyway, I'm meeting Casey at the bus stop.
Are you sure?
Absolutely sure. Bye, Mum.
Oh. Oh, love. Oh, dear.
Oh, don't start. You'll get me going. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Jack. Good luck.
Right, well...
You're coming for your Sunday dinner. No arguments.
I'll be there.
Come on, love.
I'm gonna miss her so much.
I know you are, but no tears, eh? Come on.
No.
Hey, listen, she'll be fine, you know. She's straight as a die, that one.
Ron,
Hmm?
got to go upstairs.
Oh, come on, Dee. We don't have to start sorting out a room just now, do we?
No, I don't mean like upstairs. I mean upstairs.
Hi. Sorry, are we still not speaking?
Thomas Farnham went missing today.
When?
Don't worry, panic over. Jimmy Corkhill found him.
Patricia must have been frantic. Why didn't you phone me?
Because I had other things on my mind, like coping with the police. Is there anything to eat in here?
I don't know, is there?
Was there anything you can make a meal out of?
Do you want to eat out?
I thought you'd be dining out with Kenny Maguire again. The Romeo from Runcorn. Every middle-aged woman's fantasy.
Not tonight, no.
So, go on. Tell me. What's the attraction, Penny?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Well, he's not your type.
What is my type?
Oh, I don't know. Public school educated, I would guess. Posh accent. Some limp get called Jeremiah Rupert or something.
Spot on.
Well, that kind of rules me out then, doesn't it?
Does rather, doesn't it?
It's just been a game to you, hasn't it? Experimenting with a bit of rough.
Well, hasn't it been for you? Experimenting with a bit of class. Finding out what it's like with an older woman. Well, go on, deny it.
You deny.
OK, well, maybe we were both experimenting and it was interesting. But it's going nowhere, is it? I mean, we've had all the jokes now. The class jokes, the age jokes. Which kind of proves that we're neither of us into anything serious. So, I think it's time to move on.
Where are you going?
Upstairs to pack.
Leo, you go on through and give him the food. I'll wait here.
Well done, Batman. Let's have a look. What did you get me? Oh, cheese sandwich is brilliant. Listen, can you come back tomorrow? I'll need some more food and a blanket. Don't tell anyone you've been here. Swear it. On the Bible.
I swear, cross me heart and hope to die.
Good lad. Yeah, that's for you. Off you go.
Oh, thanks.
All right, Leo, you go home and don't say anything to anyone, all right? Right,
Did you follow him?
Well, sort of.
I knew you'd come. It was kind of a test, but I knew you were a true disciple.
You can't stay out here.
This is how I have to live now.
Well, come back to the flat with me, have a bath and a hot meal.
Remember what Jesus did before the Great Mission started? He went into the wilderness. He wrestled with the devil for 40 days, struggled with his destiny. That's what I have to do. How can we save the world, Sarah, unless we've tested ourselves to the limit? Unless we've proved we're worthy to do whatever it is God wants of us?
Ron,
Hmm?
are you happy? I knew that thing with Bev wouldn't last. She wasn't right for you. I knew you'd be back in the end.
All right, then. I'll say, I'm not proud. You win. I want you to stay.
Give me one good reason why I should.
Sex is good.
We can't do that all day.
We could give it a go.
Oh, grow up.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone on about Kenny Maguire. You're right. I don't own you. I just want you to stay.
Quite honestly, Barry, I don't see where this is going. I've no idea where I fit into life, and I certainly don't know where you fit into mine. I need a place of my own. Thanks for everything. It's been fun.
Look, just a minute, eh?
Let go, Barry. I'm not one of your cheap pickups, and I don't respond well to strong arm tactics.
Penny!
Oh, damn!
Look, don't walk out on me, eh, Pen?
Thanks.
Right. If you want these, you're going to have to come and get them, all
Oh,
right?
for goodness sake, stop playing silly games. Oh, I'm too old for this. Oh, if you want the bloody clothes, keep them. I'll go without.
Look, why don't you just shut up for 5 minutes and listen, eh?
Don't tell me to shut up.
All right, then. Keep the clothes yourself. Why should I care?
Thank you.
Look, don't go.
So what's this one good reason, then? You haven't got one, have you? No, I know, and the trouble is neither do I. Bye, Barry. See you at work. Excuse me.
All right, then, you bloody infuriating woman. I love you. Is that good enough reason?
Don't be so ridiculous. What?
I think I love you. Now will you stay?
There's Brookside drama this coming Sunday in a special video diary of life in the Close as seen by Beth Jordash. The Jordash Story, part of Channel 4's Look Who's Talking Week, Sunday at 6.